After going over their stats, I'll go over hand-to-hand, with weapons, with prep time, and finish with the team fight. Their games have a very similar vibe, so let's see which romantic duo wins in a fight, incest love or pedo love. I'll start with Andy and Leyley since I've already gone over them in a previous video. They are both able to chop limbs off with one swing of a cleaver, which is 3000 joules street level.
First, you chop off the cultist's right arm. Next up is left arm. I'll watch, thank you very much.
Why? Don't you trust me?
Oh, you're being a little bitch today. Just let me watch, alright?
Okay, then. Oof.
Ooh, Andrew readies himself, clearly averse to doing what he's about to do.
Andrew ripping of the cultist's head is 7,539.82 joules street level.
You know, I couldn't get his head off.
Huh?
Like he didn't fit in the freezer proper. So I needed to chop his head off, but I couldn't cut it. His spine was too... Anyway, I kind of just... I kept cutting around and then pulled it off. Like some plant. I don't know.
Andrew ripping off an arm is 7,290 joules street level, so Andrew is consistently in the 7 kilojoule range of attack potency. For speed due to the distance they travel and the time they do, Andrew is 14 meters per second and Ashley is 13 meters per second, both superhuman speed. Keep in mind that everything they do in the game is while they are malnourished for 3 months, so then healthy should upscale all this. For equipment, Andrew has a meat cleaver, and Ashley has a kitchen knife. Ashley also has a Kimber K6 South Dosifor target with 6 bullets. Bullets from a Kimber K6 South Dosifor target fire at Mach 1.288513 supersonic and hit with 900 joules street level. Ashley also has a magical trinket that lets her dream visions of the future. She also knows how to summon a demon that can rip people's souls out. They successfully got away with murdering Nino when Ashley was 12 and Andrew 14. The main events of the game take place 8 years later when Ashley is 20 and Andrew 22. Together they have killed 7 people so far. In summary, the Graves siblings have street-level strength / durability and superhuman speed. Now on to the Angels of Death. To clarify, this is a composite of the game and anime. For Zack's strength, his best feat is smashing through a brick wall.
Hell yeah!
I couldn't find an actual calculation anywhere, so I tried doing it myself. Zack is 6 feet 1 inch, so using him to measure the hole I got. Width 33 centimeters, height 226.06 centimeters, depth 55 centimeters, so Zack's strength should be 1,150,518 joules wall level. In the anime, Zack dodges bullets from an M130 for minigun, which fires at Mach 2.488163 supersonic.
Get down! We almost got turned into Swiss cheese.
Here are the shots I used to measure it. You'll notice they aren't visible in the first shot, but are in the second shot. Using the one where they're closer, I got 440 to 0.13 meters per second supersonic. For the first shot, that implies they moved further away. I counted Rachel taking 8 steps from the elevator to the door. Using that, I got 1,991.07 meters per second hypersonic. Even with Zack's low ball speed, he's still speed blitzing the Graves siblings. For Rachel's speed, there's this scene from the game where she dodges a bullet. Apparently, the gun used was an elephant gun, and people have calculated Rachel being 1,656 meters per second supersonic plus. In the game, there's also a scene of Zack dodging an arrow, which has been calculated to 3,128 meters per second hypersonic. Rachel is kind of a stone wall, the opposite of a glass cannon. She isn't injured when he throws her head first into a metal vent. If you take Zack's combat speed and the average weight of a 5-un girl, which is 45 kilograms, putting that into a kinetic energy calculator, you get to 120,148,640 joules small building. Zack's scythe breaks when he uses it to cut through iron bars, so Rachel is objectively his most effective weapon. I can't find any scene to suggest her strength scales to her durability. Her best strength feat I can find is stepping on a hand completely crushing it, which from what I found takes 4,000 joules street level. She should also be able to output around 685,584 joules wall level simply due to her supersonic speed. For weapons, Rachel has a knife and Glock 17 which fires bullets at 375 ms transonic speeds and hits with 670 joules street level. It has a range of 50 meters and holds 17 bullets. Zack has a scythe. Zack is 20 and has been killing people since he was a kid. I couldn't find an exact age, so he's been getting away with this for maybe a decade. Rachel is 13 and can't have killed her father very long ago based on the decomposition of her parents' bodies. Zack kills two people at his orphanage, a woman on the road, the two who kill the old man, and we get a flashback of him killing a random lady along with Rachel reading about someone getting decapitated on his floor. He also kills Ed and Rachel kills her dad. 6 of Kathy's prisoners and they kill Kathy together. In summary, Zack's got 9 kills and Rachel 8 for a total of 16, but they obviously have more due to Zack's time as a serial killer and them both being floor masters. We just don't have exact numbers. Zack has wall to small building level strength, durability, whereas with Rachel it's only her durability. She has street to wall level strength. They both have supersonic to hypersonic speed. I always thought Zack and Rachel would win, but before I started this, I thought it would be closer. Zack and Rachel are destroying Andy and Leyley with what they have from the first 2 episodes. Since we've finished covering their stats, let's get to the fights, starting with the masterminds. Rachel Gardner versus Ashley Graves. In a hand-to-hand fight, Rachel should just speed blitz Ashley, pushing her over and curb stomping her to death. In a knife fight, Rachel is faster, so she just stab Ashley first and in a gun duel.
Bang bang.
Rachel is a genius, so she can do a lot with prep time. She's shown rigging gas explosions, hacking into security systems, and creating booby traps. I'm going into this under the idea that Ashley's trinket only has 1 charge, so she only know how to avoid the first trap thanks to her vision, and will probably try making the demon summoning circle wanting Rachel to come to her. But the problem is Ashley is just too impatient. I think Ashley goes to Rachel before Rachel comes to her. Ashley would avoid the first trap, getting killed by the second one. Now to the accomplices. Andrew Graves versus Isaac Zack Foster. With or without weapons, Zack's speed blitzing and one-shotting, and even with prep time, Zack's just so much stronger. I don't see Andrew being able to make a plan that could take him down. When it comes to the team fight, the Angels of Death win with or without weapons. With prep time, I think it's more a battle of patience. Rachel would obviously make booby traps and Ashley would see her and Andrew dying in a vision. When it comes to the team fight, the Angels of Death win with or without weapons. With prep time, I think it's more a battle of patience. Rachel would obviously make booby traps and Ashley would see her and Andrew dying in a vision. They would then make a trap for them with the demon, and ultimately, I see Zack being more impatient than Ashley, forcing Rachel to try and go after them, meaning.
What the fuck is that? I offer those 2.
So yeah, the Graves siblings' only chance is with prep time, and to be honest, they probably get speed blitzed before Ashley can even speak. Zack and Rachel are over 200 times faster than them after all. This was all recorded before episode 3 of the Decay Route came out, so Andy and Leyley probably have even more feats now. Episode 3 should be out when I publish this video. That's the versus battle over.